brothers and sisters. Thank you guys for joining us on this Friday afternoon on the Screen Talk Live YouTube channel, where we like to talk about all things movies, movie news, and other screen-related junk. I am, of course, your humble host, Key Toothman. I am joined today by my friend, colleague, and co-host, Lucas Farney. Lucas, how you doing today, buddy?
Doing pretty great, man. How you doing?
I'm great. It's Friday, so we made it to another end of another week. We also have the Super Bowl this weekend, which our Kansas City Chiefs are in, so It's pretty exciting.
Patty Mahomes.
Yep, the homies are playing this weekend, so shout out to the homies, and hopefully they can bring it homie. Anyway, guys, what are you guys up to on this Friday afternoon? I'm sure everyone's getting home, about to get off work from this long work week. And we're excited to talk about some movie news today. But before we do, we have a couple of things to get out of the way. Quickly, we do have an Xbox Series S that we're trying to give away on the channel. So if we hit a 20K subscribers, we're going to give it away, and all you have to do to enter is send in a super chat during a live show, including today's live show, and that enters you in for a chance to win that Xbox Series S. So make sure you're doing that. Also, we do have our channel membership up, and we have lots of channel members that we really appreciate all the support. It goes a long way to keeping the show running smoothly and improving for you guys. So with that down, I think we are ready. We're just going to go ahead and jump into our first main topic today. And give me 1 second. Our first main topic today is this. So it was 2019 was the year of movies for me that I went out and seen pretty much every movie that came out. And one of the movies that came out that year was Toy Story 4. I actually hadn't seen the third Toy Story. Didn't really care, skipped over it, went to 4. 4 was great. I really enjoyed it. I've seen 3 now. I have a daughter since then, and she's seen them all. I've seen them all with her. And, you know, there was questions of would we get another Toy Story story after, you know, Toy Story 4. And it looks like, according to this article we have here from Screen Rant, that the announcement is happening that Toy Story 4 is happening. Let's read a little bit of this. Off the back of Disney's announcement that Toy Story 5 is in development, excuse me. Hold on 1 second. Oh, well, I guess this is the wrong article, but oh well. This is actually fans like questioning the necessity of
a Toy Story 5, yeah.
Which I was actually going to kind of make our topic,
yeah.
But now that we know, listen, Toy Story 5 is obviously happening, right? And I do want to propose the question, is it necessary? Now, the question was asked that during Toy Story 4, right? Where we had what was considered like the greatest trilogy of all time, considering that all 3 of them are like almost 100%. I think 2 of them are, and one's like a 98 or 99. Not to mention that 4 is like a 98 or 99 now too.
Right.
So,
I mean,
was it necessary? Definitely not. But here's what I will say is Toy Story 5 is necessary, and I'll tell you why it's necessary. It's necessary because I have a daughter who wants to go out and see it in the theaters, and she loves Woody and Buzz and wants more stories and adventures that she can get. And there's probably lots of other kids out there like her that want the same thing. And I kind of love that this thing that actually started, you know, in the middle of my childhood, like when I was, 7 years old or so, has carried on to my daughter being able to enjoy it. And I get to take her now to a theater to see those characters that I have fallen in love with. I cried during Toy Story 4, bro. I mean, come on. Even the very beginning, my favorite Toy Story character is RC. And at the very beginning of Toy Story 4, remember, it like cuts back like 9 years ago, and we see RC is left out in the rain, and they're trying to. Do you remember that scene?
I do.
God, dude, like that's how it starts and it ends. It's like Toy Story. I'm like, damn, this is gonna be rough, bro. Like, 4, right? Yeah. But yeah. So I am actually excited that we have this coming because. Like I said, I have this connection with my daughter with it now, and many other parents I'm sure do. And these characters have touched generations now of people, and I love that. And so is it a necessity? I would say yes. it is definitely a necessity for me, in my opinion, at least. Lucas, you're hearing this. First of all, what are your thoughts on Toy Story 5, the announcement that it is coming out? And then second of all, what are your thoughts on, is it a necessity?
I'm excited. I will say as well. I don't have a daughter, and so the same is not totally true with me, but it is true still, because one day I want to have a daughter or a son or both, and I would like to be able to share.
Yeah,
those
and
things.
how would you feel if Pokemon was dead by that point?
I'd
that'd be terrible.
I would still be able to show them the classics.
Sure, but it'd be great
to
be able to take them to
through it to now. Yeah,
sure, exactly.
And so when you ask the question, is it necessary? I think until it becomes right, exactly. No movie is necessary. I understand what they were saying about it, but who knows? Maybe they're setting up a second trilogy of it, right? The last two movies that you would have expected. I mean, we kind of I expected to be Toy Story.
Right.
I expected Toy Story 3 to bomb when it happened, and Toy Story 4 when it bombed, because I was asking the same thing. Oh, is this necessary or whatever? How many times can you tell a toy story? Well, there's an infinite amount of stories to be told about toys.
Right.
There's an infinite amount of toys. I mean, each year, how many new toys are made. And I know they don't use real.
Sure.
Yeah.
They use.
Yes.
So.
But yeah, man. Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4 were both just as good, if not better than the originals. Right. You know what I mean?
It's definitely the greatest quadrilogy.
For sure.
A 4-movie run, dude.
Keep it going.
I mean,
keep it going.
That's the thing, right? Long winning cures everything. If this is as good as 4 was, again, we'll just shut up. We'll just we'll at
People
first it's this is unnecessary, and then we see it and we're like, man, that was good. Okay.
Right.
I'll see another one.
I'll see another one for sure.
I mean, I think it ends with Woody deciding to be a free toy, if I remember right.
Yeah, stay with Bo Peep or something like that.
So maybe we would see a Buzz story.
I think that's because it kind of felt like that's what it set up. That,
right. He had
Woody was almost.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And maybe we see that, or I would even be down to see some adventures of Woody as a free toy. Sure. What's that life like?
Well, and I mean, Woody and Buzz are the central characters of this, obviously.
For sure.
So I think with the cliffhanger or where it left off at the end of Toy Story 4, I don't think Woody would be in it as much, but I think that he would still be in it. Right. In Toy Story 5, I mean.
Right.
Because, I think what you would see is Buzz kind of off, making the new Avengers or whatever, and then Woody's going to come back, or they're going to,
right,
naturally run into him.
Right.
And because of his experience, probably as being a free toy, he's a lot more wizened, or whatever.
Right.
That's kind of exciting, man.
For sure.
It's cool to see these characters, even if they are toys, grow and also how they've affected the people that own them, and we've gotten to go through Andy to
seeing
Andy
now give away those toys in Toy Story 3, I mean, God, I hadn't seen that. I had to be 30 damn years old for the first time seeing that. And it was rougher, I think, because
it was.
I felt like him.
Yeah.
I'm this old dude, and I'm giving my toys to my kid.
Well, and isn't that so perfect, right?
That's
why it's
but I never really knew because I'd never seen it, and yeah, it was so good. It's so good, dude. All three of those movies are iconic to me. I can quote all of them. Probably when I was a kid, I watched Toy Story
all the time,
40 times a day. Our VHS was ruined, man.
Sure, yeah.
But guys, you guys are hearing this. First of all, what are your thoughts on the announcement of a Toy Story 5? And then also, what are your thoughts on, is it a necessity? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we're going to jump into our second main topic today. And our second main topic today is this. So, we just had a chance to check out the trailer for Air, the new movie. I believe it's directed by Ben Affleck as well, starring Ben Affleck. It's got everyone we love in it, right? It's got Jason Bateman. It's Chris Tucker's in there. What are you doing, Chris Tucker? Yeah, lots of crazy, cool people that I've always been really big fans of, and I am super stoked because this trailer looks awesome, man. These are the kind of movies that I like. These ones that hit you from the side, unexpected. Matt Damon has his moments. I loved him in The Martian. It looks like he's bringing a solid performance. It looks like the cast around him is doing a wonderful job. It looks beautifully directed. It also looks, it has that kind of oh goodness, what's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Wolf of Wall
Yes,
Street.
it has that realness of like
this
Yeah,
mockumentary almost.
yes,
but not
right.
like a
Right,
office
and
style.
this is a story that I've known for a long time, and I'm glad it's finally being told. And this is a great story. This is a story everyone needs to hear, and I hope people go and check this out. This trailer rocked, and man, I bet this movie rocks more. I'm gonna say that this ends up in some sort of hopeful for Oscar contention later on in the next year's Oscars, because this looks good, man. And again, the kind of cast built around this. I mean, again, I'm a huge Jason Bateman fan. That dude, I don't think I've ever seen him in anything that I wouldn't watch again.
Even his funny, goofy.
One of the Wayans
Bosses,
brothers is in there. Yeah, it's stocked full of people, and directed by Ben Affleck, who is known for getting Academy
noms,
noms for
well,
his
not just
direction.
that, but the duo is back together.
With Matt Damon,
and
right?
Ben Affleck back
And
together.
then again, you surround him with all those people. I mean, this
and
is
what a story too, right? Yeah,
this is gonna be great. This
is gonna be great.
Viola Davis playing Michael Jordan's mother.
Right,
I
yeah.
mean, come on. Another Academy level actress. I mean, this is gonna be a good film, and I honestly cannot wait to go out and see it. But yeah, Lucas, you had a chance to check out the trailer. We also were, jamming out, motoring, because and again, it had that feel of kind of a build of hype, kind of like Wolf of Wall Street. So,
right.
But you had a chance to check it out. What are your thoughts, man?
That looked awesome. Like I am not familiar totally with the story of how Air Jordans came to be a thing, but I cannot wait to find out. This looks awesome, dude. With Matt Damon, I mean, he's gonna come. Matt Damon always kills it too. Let's be honest, and Ben Affleck in the directing chair and also gonna be acting in it as well. I mean, like, this sounds like a almost like Good Will Hunting, a little bit, but obviously with the Michael Jordan story involved in it, and that dude is a legend himself. Of course, he's like the legend,
Right.
and the shoes alone, like
Maybe one of the most legendary shoes, like
probably.
is,
other than like high, all-star Converse, right? Like
I think they're past that.
yeah, probably, but. Anyway, this looks really great. I mean, I love Jason Bateman. I love Viola Davis. I love Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. This sounds awesome.
Yeah, if you go to one of those, they have these surveys every year for the most noticed signal or insignia or sign or whatever, and Superman is usually always number one. But if you go around to the rest of the world and you show them a Converse logo and then you show them a Michael Jordan Jumpman logo, dude, 98% of the world's like, yeah, that's the Michael Jordan logo.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure what that is.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people would know what Converse is, but you start getting in some other parts of the world, Converse, I'm not sure. But Jordan, yeah, we know that. We all know. That's the thing about Jordan, dude. And that's what's going to make this movie huge, like globally. I bet this plays, in other markets. I bet this plays in China where they loved Michael Jordan. All kinds of places.
I mean, who
like
doesn't
I said,
love
he was a
Michael
global.
Jordan, bro, right?
He was like Michael Jackson. Really, he was a global athlete that had never really. There had never really been one like that, especially for an African American man.
Definitely not.
Who took the world by storm with his amazing play and his amazing shoes, and I cannot wait to see this damn movie. So guys, have you had a chance to check out the trailer for Air? If you have, what do you guys think about this? Are you excited to see it? Love it, hate it? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right. With that down, we're going to jump into our third main topic today. And our third main topic today is this. So we had the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie. That was also 2019, I believe. Man, that might have been 2018. But
it's 2018.
Yeah, okay. But it introduced us to Nick Cage's version of Spider-Man Noir, which was great. And we all love Nick Cage. And we're still, waiting for sure for that Cage-assance. But we do have some interesting news, like really interesting news, coming to us from this article over at Variety. And that is this. A Spider-Man Noir live action series is in the works at Amazon. Now, everything about this is confusing. Let's read a little bit. A Spider-Man Noir live-action series is in the works at Amazon. Variety has learned exclusively the untitled series will follow an older, grizzled superhero in the 1930s New York City. An individual with knowledge of the project says that the show will be set in its own universe and that the main character will not be Peter Parker. This is the second known project based on the Sony-controlled Marvel characters, Amazon Prime Video, and MGM. It was previously announced that Amazon was moving forward with the series Silk Spider Society from show. I forgot completely about that, with several other shows in the works. It is unknown at this time which other Marvel characters will be featured in other Amazon shows, though Sony currently controls over 900 such characters associated with the Spider-Man universe. Right. And they go on to get into a little bit more information about the series. I just want to talk about, first of all, how wild this is and what this means. We had someone comment on the channel a while back ago mentioning, about, we did a video about multiple Spider-Man or multiple Batman. He made a comment and he's like, look, dude, if we live in a world where we can have 5 Batmans in the same year, then why can't audiences have 5 Spider-Mans and understand that they're all different and not in the same world? Sure. Well, guess what, buddy? It looks like we're getting that dream. We're living it, my friend. And and that is awesome. This is really exciting because as a real fan like us, and the guy who made that comment, we know the difference. So it never is going to bother us. Give us as many. I don't care. This is Peter Parker Earth 38. This is Peter Parker Earth 72. This is we could give a damn. Give us all the Spider-Man we can get. Bring Tobey Maguire back. Let's get in the quadrilogy. Bring Garfield back. Let's end the trilogy. Let's make a Miles Morales Spider-Man live action. I've been saying that for years. How have we not done that? How are we not flooded with Spider-Man? Right. If we are with Batman, how are we not flooded with Spider-Man? So I'm glad to have this news. Plus, this is going to be different. If you know anything about me, I'm a huge fan of all things black and white. Thank you, The Twilight Zone and Rod Serling. And this is probably going to all be set in black and white. Right? It's also going to be a period piece set in the 1930s in New York City. That is crazy. Right? This reminds me, this is like some gangs in New York shit. I don't know what this is going to be like, but this is awesome. Now, there is no word on whether Nick Cage would play this, and I doubt, honestly, that he would. But, look, I want him to play this just as bad as anybody else does. So, but Lucas, you're hearing this. What are your thoughts of a Spider-Man Noir series coming to Amazon, a live action one? And then also, what are your thoughts on it seeming like there's a lot more, 900 potential characters that they could be spitting out to Amazon? Yeah.
The Spider-Verse is huge, right? Like there's nothing as right. Yeah. They own the rights to one character, and then all of a sudden, they own the rights to all of them ever, basically, because
everything everywhere all at once.
Pretty much, right? But it's just like, who was it? Was it Luis? Or who was it that said that, if we can have 5 Batmans in a year?
Oh, I don't know. It was on a comment in one of our videos.
Well, absolutely right. You know what I mean? Like, we are not dumb, like the season or the series finale, or the last season of The Flash right now is airing or about to air or whatever it is, and we're about to get a Flash movie that's totally different, but also like one of the Flashes has definitely appeared in the TV. You know what I mean? Like, people are not dumb. Like, the people that are watching those shows and stuff like that, they understand what it is, you know, and they know the lore enough, or, you know, will get caught up on it.
Look, man, if you're that confused, just understand that the one that's black and white and in the 30s is different.
It's different, right? Right. But that being said, that I love the premise. I love Spider-Man Noir. You know what I mean? Like, it is great. I mean, it would be cool to have Nick Cage back. I doubt we are going to get it. But whatever it is, like, I want a full-blown noir, like, detective Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like, give me it black and white. Give me him, like, you know, beating up mobsters and stuff like that. Like, this sounds awesome. This sounds really cool.
Yeah, and like you said, very detective style, Sherlock Holmes-y kind of thing going on here.
But also, it's a noir, right? It's black and white. So it's like, have you ever seen the episode of It's Always Sunny, the janitor mops twice? You know, the black and white one.
Oh, yeah.
So he's always talking like,
right.
You know, and
and then they could also do, you know, in this pantheon of 900 characters, you know, they could come up with these, you know, very different supernatural kind of creatures. I mean, Dracula may be alive then, or werewolves, or, you know, who knows what's going on.
That is fitting for
the time, right. I mean, it could be but it could be whatever too, because it's otherworld. I mean, for all we know, there was a zombie apocalypse in the 1930s New York on Earth 42. You know what I mean? We just don't know.
Right,
so,
exactly.
So it's exciting, because this is going to be a completely different story, and this is what I've been saying, man. This is why I wanted Sony to take back control of Spider-Man and give us. I don't need to be 40 other characters in this world. Like, it's just him. This is our guy. We have Spider-Man Noir. He's our hero. And I'm happy with that. And I'm excited for this series. Guys, you're hearing about this series coming to Amazon, a live-action Spider-Man Noir series. What do you guys think about this? Are you excited for it? Do you think this is unnecessary? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right. With that down, we're going to jump into our fourth main topic today. And our fourth main topic today is this. If you see the title of the topic, it is Hugh Jackman, but I changed it to Huge Jackman because he just recently posted this video, or sorry, this, let me see if I can get this to pull up here. This picture over on his Twitter 4 hours ago, 46 years old. Look at that man getting ready for us, coming back for us, getting back in shape at damn near 50 years old for us. Damn it, we love you, Hugh Jackman. You go, brother. Look at that arm, man. I hope that in any existence that I ever exist in, that one day in one of those existence, I could maybe have half an arm that size.
And the legs, too.
Right? I mean, dude's clearly, I mean, look at the chest.
Yeah.
He's clearly slimmed down. He's got a small waist, but he's V'ing up. I mean, come on, man. The commitment that this guy has, dude, is unrelenting. He is, again, just a wonderful actor who made the awesome decision to join Ryan Reynolds to come back for Deadpool 3, and he's clearly putting in the work to do it. And I can't express enough how freaking awesome that is to see, man. Like, again, this is really cool. And I mean, even the dumbbell. I mean, look how big the dumbbell looks. What are you lifting, bro? Yeah. He looks like a maniac. I can't wait for Hugh Jackman to play Wolverine again. This is so exciting. I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. It's going to be hard to accept anyone else in the future. But God damn it, we got one more time of him doing it. And yeah, God, I'm so excited to see him getting ripped like this. I hope we see him shirtless and just ripped out, man, because clearly he's putting in the work, man. Honestly, of all the times we've seen him play Wolverine, I don't know if his arms have ever been that big, dude. I mean, he looks jacked. He's like Chris Hemsworth arms big. But Lucas, you're seeing this huge jacked man.
Huge jacked man,
What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, dude, he looks good. He looks really good.
46. That's a man, baby.
I can't believe that. First of all, that he's that old.
Right.
You know, but also, God, he does look great.
Been playing the character for 2 decades.
Right. Literally, yeah. Came out of retirement. I love Hugh Jackman. You know, I don't expect anything less than this here, you know, because he is, no matter what he's doing, whether it's musical theater or it's Wolverine or, you know, what, he is dedicated. He is a dedicated performer and an actor, and God, you cannot help but respect that, especially when the dedication comes in that form. You know what I mean? He looks like he's eating those dumbbells.
Well, right. Plus, not to mention that, you know, part of the reason he, you know, really hung up the claws, as it were to be, was because it's so hard. Was getting so hard at his age.
His body,
yeah, and look at him, man. He's like, again, dude. This is for us, man. This is
and for
full
Ryan Reynolds,
blown for yes, but that's Ryan. You don't think Ryan was like, come on, dude, the fans.
For the fans.
Yes, come on.
That's,
He wanted that moment in his movie, you know, and he wanted that buzz. Look at the buzz, bro. I mean, and we're now, a topic on our show is just looking at Hugh Jackman's ripped arm. I mean, look at this man's arm. Look at the frustration he's putting into that lift. You don't want that to hit you with a claw on the end of a fist. Come on. This is awesome, man. Again, shout out to Hugh Jackman. Can't wait to see this movie. Guys, you're seeing this huge Jackman. What do you guys think about this? 46 years old, looking great, really putting in the work and effort. You know, in a world where Robert Pattinson was hated for saying, you know, oh, you don't really need to do this. But look at this guy. You know, he's going to be Wolverine. If he's going to do it, he's gonna be it, man. He's gonna put the action to it, and he's gonna look like Wolverine on that screen, even if it takes him putting in serious work, and he's doing it. And I love that. So definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we're gonna get into our 5th and final main topic today, and our 5th and final main topic today is this. So I keep popping it up on accident, and it is the title of the show. So we all know what it is. Let's just go over and check out this article we have from Screen Rant that says Mila Kunis photos spark Fantastic Four Sue Storm casting speculation. Photos of Mila Kunis have ignited brand new speculation that she might be up for the role of Sue Storm in Marvel's Fantastic Four, a greatly anticipated film that will debut the classic team in the MCU. There has been a lot of excitement for potential casting news of any members of Marvel's first family. Now, speculation points to Mila Kunis potentially being someone Marvel is eyeing to play Sue Storm, a.k.a. the Invisible Woman, sister to Johnny Storm's Human Torch, and eventual wife of Reed Richards, a.k.a. Mr. Fantastic. So more or less what we have here is we have some photos of her meeting with director of the movie, Matt Shakman. And that is what is kind of making this speculation. Here she is sitting down at a lunch, clearly out with Matt Shakman, clearly discussing that she's going to play Sue Storm. No, I'm joking. Clearly at least having a conversation of sorts. You know, look, I just want to start by saying I love Mila Kunis. Love me some Mila Kunis. And she's not, you know, a wonderfully gifted actor as a lot of people we've seen in the MCU, like Cate Blanchett. She's not on those kind of levels. And I don't know what this story holds. Like, you know, me and Lucas were talking a little bit before, and I have no idea what this version of the Fantastic Four is going to look like or what the story is. So maybe they're older, maybe they're way younger, maybe they're babies. I have no clue. So to think that she may be too old or something, I just don't know. Now, if you're planning on, you know, having a person play this moving forward for a long time, you would think you would want to cast younger. I'm not sure how old Mila Kunis is. Hey, Siri. How old is Mila Kunis? So she's only 39 years old. But yeah, I don't know if you could if you could use her for another 10 years or so, but maybe you could, because again, I don't know the story per se.
How old was it? Sorry.
39.
39.
And this doesn't, her meeting with Matt Shackman obviously doesn't mean anything really in particular. Maybe she just likes Matt Shackman and they're friends and they're just hanging out for lunch. We don't know the particulars. So this is just a bunch of, hearsay, propaganda, bull crap. But totally could be that she is going to play maybe a small role or even a role, potentially as Sue Storm. That's still a possibility.
Right.
But I just don't see it. But I do see her maybe playing something smaller. She is kind of a beloved character. It really reminds me of a lot of seeing, what's the girl that we love so much that they cast in Agatha?
Catherine Hahn.
No. Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza, yeah.
Like, it reminds me of that a lot. This is a girl that we just adore her. Is she a main... Would we see Aubrey Plaza playing, Invisible Sue Storm or a main character? I don't think so. But would we love to see her?
I mean, she's playing
Definitely.
a villain, right? Aubrey Plaza.
Sure. But not no one that we, she's not Rhino or something,
Right,
she's somebody we don't, really know. And so, I don't know. It really reminds me of that, like I said. So I think that, I think it could work depending on what they do. But Lucas, you're hearing this, you're seeing this. What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I think for sure just because she's out having lunch with Matt Shackman means nothing, realistically speaking. Does that mean, does that mean my hopes are not up somewhat, at least because I'm ready to hear some like action and some movement and something about the Fantastic Four casting, whatever it is? Absolutely. I'm ready for that. But I'm not going to jump to any conclusions saying that that this means that she's going to be cast as the Invisible Woman or even be cast at all. That being said, I think I agree with you. That maybe she's being cast. She's meeting with him to play the villain instead. We don't know what the villain looks like, and even if she does end up playing Sue Storm, like she is only 39. To be fair,
yeah.
But another decade or two, you know what I mean? She may not want to do that, and the first family is something that you want around.
Well, all I'm saying is they just talked about Cavill not being Superman, and could he do it for that fool is the same age, bro. He might be younger than 39.
What was the topic before this? I mean, Hugh Jackman is 46, right? Getting ready for it, so it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. And if she does it, she's going to do it great. I trust Matt Shackman. I trust Kevin Feige. And Feige we trust, of course. And the casting...
That's starting to slip a little bit.
Sure,
it's not worth as much as it used
whoever
to be.
the casting director is for the MCU, we're going to say in them we trust. Because I don't think they've really ever had like a just shit-ass casting. You know what I mean? Like, some of them, most of them have been like perfect. You know what I mean?
Give you that.
Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., obviously, Thor, like all of them. They are those characters. And so if that is what Kevin Feige and Matt Shackman and the casting director, whatever, if that is their way where they're going with it, then I'm going to trust them until, I see it and I hate it.
Right.
But I think Mila Kunis has chops, and she does.
My big problem with Mila Kunis is that I've seen her in things like that movie with Channing Tatum, directed by the Wachowski
Jupiter Ascending, sure.
Sisters. Jupiter Ascending. Thank you. I mean, and then I think of something like that, and it's just like, ugh. I mean, I don't know. Do you want that person, playing Sue Storm?
I mean, we were gonna have Channing Tatum play Gambit, and that's Magic.
Yeah, but that wasn't the MCU. That wasn't Marvel. That was Fox, and they make horrible decisions. So, but guys, you guys are hearing this. What are your thoughts on the potential, of Mila Kunis playing Sue Storm in the MCU? And, what are your thoughts on this meeting with Matt Shackman? Is there something to make of this? Is this a bunch of nothing? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we are all out of main topics today, and that is it. We do have some comments. I see Louis was here again. Louis first. You always are, Louis. We appreciate your support, and we're glad that you are always here during our live shows. He also says that he hopes Cage comes back to star. Dude, I mean, come on. I hope so, too.
It would be, yeah.
I hope so much because, like...
It just depends on the tone that they're going with.
Totally be like that. The Cage Assance. It could really be something big. Let's see. Louis also says, hope to get Spider-Ham and Penny Parker back.
Spider-Ham, for sure.
Yeah, that would be cool for sure. And he also says, hope to get Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Avengers, the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. You know, the thing is if they start filming any of that around the time that they're filming Deadpool 3, I think there's a shot that he's like, well, look, I'm jacked. I'm huge. I'm a huge jacked man. Right?
Right. He doesn't want to find himself in a situation again where he's having to do that for years on end.
So why don't we have me come in
for sure
and do this small, cameo scene, or whatever. I totally can see. I mean, it's the best time to do it because I don't see him doing this at 56,
For sure not. No.
It's just going to get harder as years go by.
But King Dynasty comes out in 2 years, right?
Right.
So they should be filming it soon enough.
Right. And so it should be around, when does Deadpool even come out?
It's like right on, it'd probably
be
the
same time.
24,
right,
maybe right before.
So it's like I said, it's going to be in that range.
For sure.
So... and they could always do like they did with Krasinski. They shot and filmed all that, bro, in a day. Remember? I mean,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, even Maguire said that. Remember?
Right.
He said they just called me on a whim and were like, "Hey, could you come in for 3 days?" So everything we seen of him in Spider-Man: No Way Home was fucking 3 days, bro. That is wild. So if they could do that, they could definitely do it with Jackman. Although the Marvel and Feige tend to make better decisions than Sony and those kind of things.
For sure.
But yeah, it looks like that's it on the comments. Again, Louis, I appreciate you being here, man. I appreciate all you guys being here. We appreciate all the support. Guys, don't forget to go check out our channel membership. If you're not already a channel member, we would appreciate any support more we could get. It goes a long way to improving the stream and keeping this channel and show coming to you guys every day. We do have the Super Bowl, again, like we were talking about, coming up this weekend, where our very own Kansas City Chiefs and our Pat Mahomes, our homies, are going to take on the now I forget Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah. So
that'll be fun.
It's gonna be a blast, man. I'm gonna order a bunch of food, and anyone's welcome to come over. And I'm just gonna be. I mean, if it's nice enough, I want to do it outside.
Oh right.
I'm gonna figure out. I'll find a way. but yeah, I'm super excited to do that. 11 trailers. I bet we see the Marvels. I bet we see at least 2 to 3 MCU show trailers. What If season 2,
probably
Loki season 2,
Loki season 2,
the one with Samuel Jackson.
Yeah,
I bet we see all those and the Marvels
for sure.
And then probably some sort of new Ant-Man spot and a Guardians, yes, which we've already seen, but so I wouldn't count those. But if you count those, then yes, 5.
Well, new spots, you know what I mean?
Yes, for sure. And then I imagine we get some other stuff that we just aren't expecting at all. Who knows what's coming? It's Super Bowl, guys. I mean,
Super Bowl
these guys will spend, the budget of a movie, the budget of a Hollywood film, just for a 30-second or 20-second spot sometimes on these Super Bowl ads. So, can't wait to see what's coming. Also, we love the commercials and shit.
We do.
Doritos and Pepsi and Coke. I mean, this is iconic, man, all these things. So, and I'm going to try to see if we can do some sort of live stream at some point during it, whether it be during the game or maybe during the second half or towards the end. I mean, if we did start and it became like a crazy blowout or something, we'd probably get off. Or, you know, vice versa. If we didn't start and it became like a really close game, maybe we hop on. But it would be cool just to be on here to talk about, you know, some of those trailers that are dropping or whatever they are when they're coming, you know. And like I said, I'm expecting a lot of crazy stuff. Also, Rihanna at the Super Bowl halftime show performance. I mean, come on. We ain't heard Riri in forever, man. I mean, this is so exciting.
Right.
Yeah, I really can't wait for this. And then Saturday, we got a big fight card, champion versus champion. Islam Makhachev taking on Alexander Volkanovski. Super excited for that. Can't wait to see a big weekend, man. Big weekend. And then we're going to roll that into a huge week for the channel, right, Lucas? And yeah, we'll have more information on that coming up next week. But yeah, so we have a big week coming up, big weekend coming up, and then a big week coming up. Another 2 big weekends in a row.
Pretty much Super Bowl back to back.
Yeah, 2 Super Bowls kind of for us back to back. And yeah, we're super excited, and we can't wait to get through it. We're like little kids waiting for Christmas, man. So yeah, but guys, we really appreciate you guys being here. I seen there was at least like 6 or 7 of you in here at once. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate the support. Make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah, I have been joined today by my friend and co-host Lucas Farney. Lucas, where can people find you at, buddy?
Yeah, Instagram or Twitter at Lucas_Farney. RuneScape, Lucas D. Farney, you know. Come do some quests with us.
Yeah, lots of RuneScape. Yeah, jump on some RuneScape. We should do some members only RuneScape playing, you know. But yeah, anyways, guys, and you guys know where to find me at. I'm on Twitter at Keaton Toothman. Make sure you go follow me there. And we will be, like I said, hopefully doing a stream this Sunday for the Super Bowl at some point. So stay tuned, stick around, and I will see you guys then.